Hello there, Lunar Squadron, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we want to talk about some brand new gameplay and story details for Jedi Survivor that, let's just say, have gone a little under the radar over the last week. Now, if you will recall, roughly 2 weeks ago, we released a video going over and breaking down all of the leaks for Jedi Survivor. I'm talking about the Steam page leaks, I'm talking about the DLC pre-order bonuses, so the Han Solo cosmetics, the Luke Skywalker cosmetics, and the Obi-Wan cosmetics, all of the lightsaber hilts, the blasters, and the various different outfits for Cal. And then later on that week, we finally got the official gameplay trailer for Jedi Survivor at the Game Awards. And for the past week or so, that has been what everybody has been talking about. That's what everyone has been breaking down, including us here at Lunar Squadron, because that is the brand new gameplay footage that we have. However, over the last week or so, the official Jedi Survivor page has started to pop up on various retailer sites for you to go ahead and pre-order. And buried within some of these pages is actually some brand new information about the gameplay and story for this game that we think is actually really vital and offers at least two key details that we want to go over that we think will actually shed some light on some questions that a lot of people, including us here at Lunar Squadron, have about this game. So we are going to go ahead and go over those. So if you take a look at GameStop's page for Jedi Survivor and you scroll down to the feature section of that page for this game, you will see a lot of the same information that we see or that we saw on the Steam page leaks. You will see the same 3 bullet points that we went over in that earlier video. You will see the Continue Cal's Journey bullet point. You will see the Explore an Untamed Galaxy bullet point. And finally, you will see the Go Beyond Your Training bullet point. None of this is new information. This was all contained within the leaks. This was on the Steam page that got taken down. This has been covered over and over again by multiple channels, including us. However, what I do want to talk about is if you scroll further down on the GameStop site and you go to the next section, the Product Description tab, this is where we get some of that brand new information that no one is really talking about because it's buried here within this page. And it's just, like I said, it went under the radar. We just happened to stumble upon this when we were looking up this game on GameStop for the pre-order information and for the price of this game. Just happened to stumble upon this. The first thing I want to focus on is actually the second paragraph of this product description. I'm going to go ahead and read through it and then we will talk about it. So it says, to survive, players will build upon Cal's training with an expanded list of iconic Force abilities, combat stances, and lightsaber customizations that can be combined in new and different ways to fight as a Jedi. While the Force is a powerful ally, it may not be enough. Cal will have to get creative and master new abilities, tactics, and even leverage the environment around him to overcome the obstacles ahead. So that's a very exciting paragraph. It features some new gameplay information. However, I want to pause and focus on 2 key words within this paragraph. I have a feeling if you've been watching us cover this game, you know exactly which 2 words I'm talking about. I am talking about combat stances. This is something that we have been talking about for a very long time, over a year now, in regards to Jedi Survivor. Now, if you remember in the Steam page leaks, it said new lightsaber fighting styles. It never said anything about combat stances, and this is something that we have been wondering for a very long time. Would this game feature something like the Ghost of Tsushima combat system where you would be able to toggle between different combat stances based off of what type of enemy you were fighting, their strengths, their weaknesses, and you could pick a stance that was tailored to take on those weaknesses of that enemy? Now, in the gameplay trailer that we got last Thursday, there was really no indication whether or not there would be a combat stance system like that in this game. It just wasn't really featured within that gameplay. Again, we only got roughly, if you cut it down and cut out all of the cinematics in that gameplay trailer, it was only about 47 seconds of raw gameplay. So it's not really a good indication whether something like this will be featured or not. It just definitely wasn't featured in that gameplay trailer. However, I think it's really interesting that they use the word combat stances. That is really interesting to me. It's not confirmation that we're getting something like the Ghost of Tsushima system. I just think it is very interesting that they choose to use the words combat stances. That tells me you will be able to change your different stances based on your situation, which sounds an awful lot like Ghost of Tsushima. So what do you guys think? Let us know down below in the comments. Do you think this is some sort of small confirmation or insight into how the gameplay for the combat system will work in Jedi Survivor? Do you think this means we will be getting something along the lines of that Ghost of Tsushima combat system? I know a lot of people have talked about wanting a Sekiro-style system in our comments on some of our previous videos, so also let us know down below. What combat system would you like to see in Jedi Survivor to make it new and fresh from Jedi Fallen Order? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is actually the next paragraph down below the second paragraph, the third and final paragraph in this product description, because this paragraph actually reveals some pretty exciting story details. It's only a sentence, but I think it provides a lot of insight and perhaps answers some questions that people have about this game. So let's go ahead, read through it, and then we will talk about it. So it says, fans of Star Wars will travel to new planets and familiar frontiers as Cal seeks to reunite the crew of the Stinger Mantis. New Force abilities, equipment, and upgrades will enable players to search, explore, and retraverse in new ways across multiple planets, each with their own unique challenges to face. The galaxy is full of stories, secrets, and treasures to uncover for those willing to face the dangers that lay off the beaten path. Now, most of this paragraph is focused on, kind of the open world, more side questy aspect of this game and the planets, how you'll be able to explore them, and there will be multiple new planets. But what I want to focus in on is actually the first sentence where it says, fans of Star Wars will travel to new planets and familiar frontiers as Cal seeks to reunite the crew of the Stinger Mantis. So, it appears that one of Cal's main objectives in this game will be reuniting the crew of the Stinger Mantis. Now, a lot of people have had questions since that gameplay trailer released that didn't feature Merrin or Greez. Where are they? Are they safe? Are they all right? We were wondering the same thing here. Where's Merrin? Where's Greez? Why is BD serving as Cal's co-pilot in that gameplay trailer? What happened to them? Are they okay? Are they all right? Well, it looks like they have all been separated, and Cal is going on a journey to bring them all back together. Now, this makes us wonder, will we be getting some of this information in the upcoming Battle Scars book that releases, I want to say, just over a week before the game itself releases? It's starting to seem like this Battle Scars book, whether you like this idea or not, is actually going to be pretty damn important to the overall story of Jedi Survivor, because we know that book will also be focusing on some sort of device that is very important, and a lot of people think that happens to be the device that our unknown High Republic friend is holding and that Cal is holding when he opens the bacta tank. And I'm starting to wonder whether or not we will get some information in that book as to what happened to the crew. Why are they separated? What happened to them? Why does Cal have to go on this journey to reunite the crew? Like, what happened? I'm hoping that book will provide some insight into just exactly what happened. But I think this is a pretty exciting detail that a lot of people are overlooking because, like I said, a lot of us were wondering, if not all of us were wondering last week, where the hell is the rest of the crew? Because we only got to see Seer. We never saw Merrin and we never saw Greez. So hopefully this means that they're okay. They've all just been separated, and Cal is just going to go on his journey to help reunite the crew. It also makes me wonder that maybe perhaps during his journey, perhaps this is the preliminary thing Cal will be doing in the game. And over the course of this journey, as he looks to bring the crew back together, maybe that's when he stumbles upon that High Republic Jedi in the bacta tank and lets him out. And then that is when all hell breaks loose and everything gets chaotic, and Cal has a bunch of different things he has to worry about and deal with. Just makes me wonder. We've seen other games do something similar where there is that preliminary storyline that's a little less big, a little less chaotic, and then along the way in that journey, it turns into something way more chaotic. It happened in games like Horizon Forbidden West and whatnot. So this is something that has been done before in games. So let us know down below in the comments what you think about this new story detail. What does this mean for the crew of the Stinger Mantis? Does this mean that Greez and Merrin are actually okay? And we're just going to go ahead and find them, bring them back into the crew, and we're going to be one big happy family. Do you think this tells us anything about the bigger overall scope of Jedi Survivor? Let us know all of your thoughts down below in the comments. We love hearing everything you guys have to think and everything you guys have to theorize about the upcoming Jedi Survivor. Anyway, guys, that is all of the new story and gameplay details that I have, so that is going to go ahead and do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we will see you all next time.